Years ago, the late Tim Halford asked me to become involved with the We Care for Kids campaign. Now, we are the We Care for Kids Foundation.
We Care for Kids really got off the ground back in 1997 after about 5 years of being in the embryonic stage. And the impetus really was the fact that most of the local banks and others in Windsor had been sending money for children's hospitals outside of Windsor.
The thought was that all sick children was looked after by the Hospital for Sick Children in London. I was concerned about this, and I approached my bank manager, Mr. Alan Defoe, at that time to discuss this topic.
Thanks to Dr. Joe, he said, we have needs right here in town that could be taken care of. Why are we sending the money down 401 to others? And once I learned of what these needs were, I was astounded at what we might be able to do if we were able to switch having all that money go down the 401 and keeping it right here. So after a length of time, we were able to say, let's get going on this. The problem is that we didn't have anybody who really understood how to raise funds and how to run a local fundraising campaign. And Bill Maselli, who really took care of this for our out-of-town hospitals, was the expert that was needed to really make this thing go.
We had originally been raising money and sending the money to the hospitals in London as well as Toronto. And what Joe and Alan and I discussed at this meeting was finding a way that we could somehow do something similar and have the funds stay right here locally.
So once we had those pieces of the puzzle, the next step, of course, was to get in touch with the local hospitals, Windsor Regional, Hotel Dieu Grace, and Leamington. And we met with them to make sure that their support would be available to the extent that it was available from the out-of-town hospitals. And I must say that they were thrilled to be able to be part of this if we would raise the money here.
The money that we were looking for was to help us buy equipment, look after these children, which involved buying incubators, intravenous pumps, specialized monitors for oxygenating these babies, and special IV tubing.
The Windsor Star got on board right away, which was essential for us to be able to have the publicity needed to raise the funds. So year one, we didn't know what to expect.
Car washes, we sold popcorn, chocolate bars, t-shirts. We had hot dog barbecues and many other activities that our wonderful branch representatives got involved with.
The first year, which was 1997, we raised $30,000.
In that first year, we were able to bring on many other partners, media partners and other partners, and it just grew exponentially from there until what we have is a very, very successful local fundraising campaign today.
So over time, the banks and the various financial institutions were very helpful to help us raise these funds. We're able to buy equipment that we needed to look after these children. We're able to help nurses upgrade to be able to care for the very sick children. And by the 1990s, hardly anybody needed to be sent out of town for critical pediatric care.
How proud we are to have raised over $4 million in the past 14 years. And we could not have done it without the people that are here tonight.
Thank you all you sponsors. The media has been wonderful in helping us with this campaign. AM 800 and Windsor Star, Jim Crichton and his team at CHWI.
I am proud to remain on the board of directors of this phenomenal organization as we go into our $1 million campaign for the Family Learning Place.
Thank you for being somebody who cares.
Thank you for being somebody who cares.
Thank you for being somebody who cares.
Thank you for being somebody who cares.